Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Another day, another opportunity of life, of living. Obviously, you listening to this, you in the land of the living, and so am I. And we're blessed to be able to do that, to be alive, well, in good health, sound mind, body, and spirit. And so I just take the time to be thankful, be grateful for what I do have, and moving forward, the work I'm going to do, the work I've done. I just hope everyone's had a really good week, and the ups and downs, right? Like, as I always talk about, like I've had those this past week as I get closer to the goal, my weight goal, my health goal, right before my 38th birthday. It's getting closer, and time's getting tighter. Decisions have to be made, things have to be done with regard to that goal. And last week I started really well, right? As always, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then as you always get to a point where you're like closer to your goal, you think you have leeway, you think you have a little extra that you can, kind of play with. And that's never the case. I've learned that this week. Like, I was ahead, I was up, and I didn't take advantage of it. I could have doubled up, I could have did more, but I got comfortable. And so it kind of not set me back, but kind of put me up against it for this week. My birthday is Friday, and so now I know I have so many days to get so much work, and I really didn't need to do that. Like, I put myself in that position. Again, it's not the world, it's not the devil. Like, they have no control over that. It's my decisions. I get those choices. I make a decision. There is a consequence, and then there's a response from me, toward that consequence. And so, knowing that, I should have had a better week. I should have did more. I should have tried harder. And that's in everything that we do. Like, it's never really enough. If I'm ahead, then I have to finish ahead, right? I shouldn't get comfortable or lax because I'm ahead and I got time, because in actuality, that time is going to evaporate. Like, a day is going to come, a day is going to go, and you're going to look up like myself, and you have 5 days to meet your number. And the goal is not to meet not to meet the number the day before or the day after. The goal is to meet that number on that day. So if I meet that number ahead of time, then I got to keep going. Like, just because my boss, my supervisor, my company say, hey, look, we got to meet this number, and then I meet the number, that don't mean I should lax or slow down or take time. No, keep going. Try harder than you did before. Make a better, a bigger, a larger impact on what you're trying to do. Be the very best, right? It's one thing to be great, it's one thing to be good. It's an entirely different thing to be the best. That takes more steps in the right direction of where you're trying to go. And so, like, as always, right, I was up, I was working every day, I was busting my behind, getting to my goal, got really, really close, like within like 2 pounds of that, with 10 days left, right? And ate fast food. And it just didn't sit well with me. The best part, I think, of the whole situation is the fact that I didn't feel right doing it. And I felt worse afterwards, mentally, not physically. I just didn't like that I did it. And so that means I'm creating a discipline in myself that I don't need certain things, right? And so one of the bigger things I've done in the last 2 weeks, which has helped me, is I only drink water. I'm not drinking anything else. I'm only drinking water. And that has changed so much, from my skin to my how I digest, how I sleep, because of all the Powerades, Gatorades, sodas, and stuff. Like, I've cut all that out. And again, even after my deadline, I'm still going to keep moving, because the overall goal is to increase my health and well-being. That's it. Not really to lose weight to get a certain pound, because there are people that die of with abs. Like, it doesn't mean just because you have abs or just because you're a certain body weight that sickness or disease won't attack you. Like, it's about being healthy. It's about your well-being mentally, physically, emotionally, improving that. And it's not really the number is the number because I want to reach for something, but the goal is to be healthy, whatever amount of weight that is, just to feel good, to feel great about myself. Not even to take my shirt out. That's I don't really care to be honest about that. I want to live a long time, but I want to live a long time being healthy. And I got to change some things in my life. I have to be disciplined. I talked about that last week and the week before. And now this past week, the challenge was going a little harder, and I didn't. I kind of hit a wall and allowed myself to kind of take some steps back, and I shouldn't have done that. Like I have the power and the ability to avoid that. Now I've learned, right, that lesson. Now I'm going into a new week, and now it's crunch time. Like I got 5 days to figure this out. And after those 5 days, I still got the rest of this year to figure it out. But I'm glad I learned. I'm grateful for that lesson that I learned that I put myself in. Like, even though the world didn't teach me this lesson, I taught it to myself by putting myself in a situation I should have never been in. But now I know how I should react. Now I know what I can eat and what I can't, and what time I need to be asleep, because all those things are important for your health. And my health specifically, the same thing, whatever you're going through from this past week, understand that you learn from it. You got the information you needed. And now as you go into a new week, a new opportunity, you can't let it happen again. You got to try harder. You got to push yourself. Like every situation, from fast food to staying up late at night to spending money that I shouldn't have spent last week, making decisions. Like I had a moment where I could have went in a different direction. And it's almost like since I've chose this direction for my life, things have slowed down, right? Like everything isn't going so fast that I'm making stupid decisions without thinking about them. I'm making these decisions slowly, right? And so now it's the onus is really on me, because I'm slowing everything down in my life. When I drive and I want something to eat, I think in my mind, do I really need that? Right? I want it, but do I really need that? Is that helping me? Is that leading me toward my goal? No. So this week I got to make sure I just keep going. Right? Yes, I'm watching this TV show and I really enjoy this TV show, but it's getting to that time because I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning to go to yoga. Right? So I need to be asleep at this time. Like when my Apple Watch notifies that it's bedtime, I need to go to bed. Simple. Like I can choose not to, but tomorrow morning, my body, my mind is not going to be physically and mentally ready to participate in yoga. So now I'm going to lose that morning, and that was very important to my day. Those things that, we think about, and it's the same thing. Like it's Sunday, I go to church, and I feel so much better now when I go to church to do the podcast, right? Because I get my thoughts are channeled instead of me waking up and just yawning, washing my face, brushing my teeth, and jumping in front of the camera. And my thoughts and every ideas are not put together correctly, right? So I've heard the word, which was amazing again at Fellowship Church in Zachary, about Gideon and about him being called and him being afraid and him being in fear and being the least of all his, his father's children, and have the smallest army. Like we start to talk ourselves out of things. Like God chooses us because he sees something in us that we don't see in ourselves. He doesn't ask your opinion of you, because 9 times out of 10, we're never going to say we're phenomenal, we're great, we're meant for this, right? He puts you in it, and what's inside you grows to reach where it's supposed to. So my goals that I have in my mind, that was put in me at birth. It just now is taking me some time, right, to kind of grow into that. But I got to try at least. Like Gideon was willing to try. And so that was a great message today by Pastor Starr. And the really good thing about going to church in Zachary from Baton Rouge is about a 25, 30-minute drive, and it allows me to collect my thoughts, especially on the way from church going back to my house to start the podcast, right? I can think about what I want to talk about instead of just abruptly getting up and then jumping on here. My ideas are kind of put in the right frame of, like I appreciate that. And I never really understood that until I started going back maybe a few weeks ago. And I don't know, maybe y'all see the difference. I have no idea. But I feel better. And so that's what's important. And I hope you all feel better. I hope what I'm trying to say, articulate to y'all sounds a little better. It sounds more coherent. But that's what I've started to realize, like over the last 30 days. The last 30 days, I really kind of attack this differently, attack my life, my thoughts, my ideas, my health differently. Not really through a scare, but I wanted something different for my life. And so now I'm at this point that I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna try harder in everything, in my relationships with God, in my friendships, in my health decisions, right? In how I spend my money, how I spend my time. Like, everything is going to be thought out. I'm not just going to do stuff anymore, because time is the most valuable commodity that we have. But more importantly, I think that whatever I really try at, I can succeed at. That's like, I don't think, and we, right, don't really go as hard as we're supposed to, because we have a preconceived notion in our mind about things that we go through. We already think we lost. We already think it's tough. We already think it's very hard, right? But the truth is, it isn't. If you try it, and you try very hard, you probably can succeed at it. You probably can achieve what you're seeking. Like, I'm going to meet this goal by Friday. Like, I'm going to, because I'm going to put the most amount of effort in that. Nothing else is as important. And that's the thing that we have to get to. Like, whatever I'm pursuing, I have to give everything. I have to try my hardest, because everything else around it, that is the distraction or the challenges, they're just trying to take my mind away from it. They're trying to take my focus away. And I need to focus on the one thing that's important. I can never be too busy that I lose focus. I set out a goal. I wrote a contract with myself. This is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to do. And I have to do it. Because if you don't do it, and you don't complete it, or you don't achieve it because you didn't try hard enough, like, your mind is never going to see past that. Like, you can blame and make any excuses you want. You know you didn't do enough. And so I knew last week I didn't do enough. By Wednesday, I had done phenomenal, right? The difference is that's not the end of the week. I still got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? Sunday. I still have days that I need to stack. And so now, I know now that I need to do more, that I need to try harder. Last week, probably about Friday, it got to a point where I realized I wasn't doing enough, that I worked out more on Saturday. I'm going to come back and work out. Typically Saturday and Sunday, I kind of rest to an extent that I don't overwork myself, right? But like today, I'm going to go and do a little more, right? Because I got to catch up. I put myself in a hole. I'm kind of behind the 8 ball right now, and I shouldn't be, because I made this pact with myself, no one else. Like, this isn't a job related thing. This is a health related thing. I've said the most important commodity that we have on this earth is time. The most precious thing we have on this earth is our body. There's nothing more important. It's the only thing that we've been given full control of. Is it? Like, I control this. This is my temple, and how I thank God, how I show appreciation to God, is how I take care of this. Now, granted, you shouldn't wait 37 years, 38 years to take care of your body. And I haven't, but it's been spurts. I have to do more now. I have to try harder to get back to where I need to be, to get back to a place that I feel good at. That's really what it is, right? And it's the same for you. Whatever you're going through in your life, like whatever situation is going on, again, you're learning from it. And after the week, after the day, after the assignment is completed, you got to ask yourself, what did I learn? How can I put this in motion for the next time, right? Because there's going to be a next time. There's going to be another situation. We just got to get to the point where we understand what we're going through, and we're not just going through it to go through it, that we're getting something from it, and we can put it into motion moving forward. Like the lesson that I learned, how can this help me moving forward? How can the information I gain help me? Like I was thinking about this on a drive to church. We talk about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Knowledge is information, I believe. Understanding is the comprehension of that information. And then the wisdom part is the application, the ability to apply that information that you understand. And so that's how I tie everything. Like whatever I go through, right? That information that I gain from it, right? I have to understand it. I have to, right? And then I have to be able to put it into application. I have to be able to put it into work, put it into motion. Like whatever I went through, I gathered that information. I now understand why I went through that, right? And so now I can now apply it to future situations. And that's what it is. That's where the wisdom kicks in. There's not, like we used to say a long time ago, knowledge is power. That used to be a thing. Now, as I've gotten older, I've matured more. Like knowledge isn't power. It's just information. What you do with it is power. Knowing a lot of stuff doesn't make you powerful. It makes you sound intelligent, right? Can you comprehend that information that you have, right? Can you articulate it back to other people that they understand it too, right? And that's power. Like everything in your head that you think about, can you articulate it to other people that they understand it as well as you do, and that they can put it into motion also in their life, right? That's power. That's influence. And so that's the goal. Like right now, even this podcast, right? Everything that I go through the week, and I get on here and I talk, cannot speak in a language or terminology that everyone understands it, and they can apply that to their life in the same situation. We might not be going through the same things, but we're probably dealing with some similar situations, and we should be able to help each other grow through everything that we go through. We just got to try. That's it. And if you're already trying, try harder. Like that's my goal for the month of August, is to try harder. Like my goal that I reach on Friday is going to get extended. It's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. The month of August, I want to try as hard as I can, right? And put myself in the best position going into September, because we're still in 2026. And I want to roll into 2027 at feeling the best I've felt in my life, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? I want to be in a great place that I can keep doing and keep growing and achieve more and more into 2027. Like this year, we're going to finish strong, right? And we're going to finish stronger than we've ever finished a year, because we're preparing for it. It's nothing's going to surprise us. Nothing's going to catch us off guard. Things are going to happen that we don't plan for. That's a part of life. But that doesn't mean we're going to be unprepared. That doesn't mean it's going to shock us. Like it will not catch us off guard, because we're preparing for everything mentally. That's it. It doesn't have to be specific, but like I've been through enough. I've been on this earth going on 38 years. Nothing surprises me. Nothing should surprise me. Life is life. And we just keep rolling with the punches. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all for listening, watching, supporting. I'm praying for y'all. It's going to be another great week. And however the week goes, we're going to learn something from it. We're going to take something from it so we can keep growing and keep improving, daily improvements. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Try as hard as you can this week. Learn something this week about yourself that you didn't know. Fight like heck, right? Get to the end of the week and then you'll realize, count it all joy. Everything happens for a reason and a purpose. Y'all be blessed.